Hey there, Clashers, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the other Town Hall 8 war attack, which is super effective, and we have the Zapquake Dragons here. So we've got balloons and a haste in the clan castle, and then we got the 2 lightning, the earthquake spell, and a rage, and of course nothing but dragons in the camps. So let's take a look at how to run this. Okay, first of all, when you're doing the dragon attacks, this is going to be extremely familiar if you did the dragon attacks at Town Hall 7. So where you want to start is always behind the air sweeper. So you don't want to fight the sweeper as you're going through with the dragons. And the other thing you're going to do is you're going to use the 2 lightning and the earthquake, that's the Zapquake. You want to take out the air defense that's going to be the furthest one away from where you're starting your dragons. And that's probably one of the biggest mistakes I've seen people make with this attack strategy, is they'll use their spells to take out an air defense that's actually one of the closer air defenses to their dragons. So the other air defense gets to stay up for longer and gets a lot more shots off on the dragons. Alright, so let's go ahead and play this. The third thing, and probably the most important thing, is make sure you get your funnel set so that the dragons aren't going outside and around the base. So over here on this corner, I've got 1 dragon in. I'm going to send in a 2nd dragon, make sure that funnel's secure. And then down here at the south, we have all these open buildings, and the king is going to work through that, and when it hit his ability, he'll get that all cleared up. And while the funnel is going on, so you want to start the funnel, use the spells to take out the air defense, which that'll be the furthest one, and then you can start the dragon. So by the time you're done taking out an air defense, you should have the funnel set. But of course, you want to make sure you don't have a path for the dragons to go out and around the base. The dragons have to go through the middle of the base. So we have the rage spell here. I've got balloons in the clan castle coming up. I try to rage through the clan castle troops. We're not bringing a poison, so just use a rage to get through the clan castle troops. You also kind of want to drop it so that it's going to push your troops through an air defense or 2 as well. So there's the haste spell for the balloons. They actually went in the other direction, so I completely wasted the haste spell in this attack. But the balloons, they're going to get a couple of Teslas down before they go down. All of the air defenses are down. The dragons in the middle are just cleaning up some of those clan castle troops. The king actually pulled out some of the clan castle troops. If you can keep your king out of the clan castle radius, your dragons are not going to pull out the troops that don't target air. So the balloon and the Valkyrie would not have come out if I was keeping the king out of the clan castle range. So that's something else you also want to keep in mind when you're setting the funnel. But I've got a bunch of dragons up, got my balloons up, this base is smashed. Let's speed up that cleanup and then take a look at the next base. Okay, so we have this base again, and I actually want to avoid luring the CC, so I'm starting the king over here on this corner. Again, that's going to make sure that nothing but the witch comes out of the CC. And then I've got a dragon down here to start that funnel. Doesn't need quite as much over there. And I take out that air defense over there, as my focus is going to be on this side. And I deploy the balloons a bit differently here, as you'll see in just a second. So here come the balloons early. I'm putting them in before the dragons come in. I'm going to drop the haste spell so that when they take out the wizard tower, they can haste over to that air defense and take it out. So before my dragons even go in, I've got 2 air defenses out of the way. So the balloons are going to move on. They're going to take out that last archer tower, go down. They get the witch pulled out of the CC. And the skeletons are going to be a little bit of an issue, but it's not going to be a huge deal. So the skeletons, they're going over to the barbarians that are still alive. And then the witch, of course, is going to go to the dragons. So I dropped my rage spell there. I want them to get through that witch and then head over to this air defense. Unfortunately, the skeletons over here, they're going to continue to pull the dragons in that direction. But once they get through some of those skellies, they do move over to that Tesla, and then from there they go to the middle for that air defense. So that wasn't exactly ideal, but I do get the air defense taken down. And then after that, I've got pretty much all of the defenses down that are going to target the dragons, except Archer Tower here. I did find a Seeking Air Mine there, but I got a lot of dragons up, and it's really just cleanup after that. If you get 2 air defenses down, there's nothing that can stop the dragons. It doesn't matter what the CC is. It could have been a little bit of a problem if the dragons had pathed around that air defense, but I got just a little bit lucky there with the Teslas being there. That Tesla pulled my dragons into the middle where they went in and got the air defense. So let's speed up the cleanup. We'll check out this last base and then do one more attack like we did in the last video. Alright, so here is the last base, and you can see over here I'm starting the king. I started him on that elixir collector just on that corner there, so that when he takes it down he heads to the right. And what that's going to do is that's going to keep him from going in here and luring the CC. He can still lure the CC over here where that enemy king is at, and I think he actually might. But I was trying to keep him out of the CC there. So yeah, he doesn't lure the balloon or the Valkyrie, and that's perfect. Just a couple of dragons over here got that part of the funnel finished up. There's the rage spell. That's going to push them through these high HP buildings as well as the witch, and then they're going to move through towards these air defenses. I just dropped the balloons in behind. They kind of went over here to this mortar, so I dropped the haste in. They're going to hit that haste, move in, get that last air defense taken down. Once the air defenses are down, there's not a whole lot that can actually hurt your dragons. I do have a couple of archer towers up to kind of worry about, but the balloons are going to work their way around. The dragons here, they're going to tank that wizard tower for the balloons as they move in. And then the balloons, they'll keep going around. I think I've only lost one balloon, and that's all I'm going to lose for the whole raid. This dragon is going to go down for the archer tower, but while it's tanking, this other dragon's going to work its way over there and get that archer tower taken down. So at this point, it's really just cleanup. We will go ahead, speed up the cleanup, and that's another triple with the drag Zapquake. Alright, so with those examples done, let's take a look at an actual war base. Although I think my bases might be a smidge bit better than the war bases we're going to see here. But let's get a war triple with this army. So let's see what we got to deal with here. This actually looks... I think this is exactly the same as the other base. Let me double check. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. Oh, there is one interesting difference here. This air sweeper is pointed into the base, whereas on the other one it's pointed out. Either way, this is a very simple 3-star with dragons. The only thing I've really got to decide is which... I'm going to come in, obviously, behind the sweepers, like I mentioned. So which one of these air defenses on the backside are going to be the furthest away? So I've got to wonder if the dragons are going to get pulled towards the king, in which case they'll go to this air defense first, or if they're going to get pulled towards the CC, which is probably another dragon, and then they're going to head that way. Something else I can do, there's actually a hole right here in the base. I can drop my balloons right there and haste them over to this air defense. So, with that being said, this will be the air defense that I take out with spells. So, let's go ahead and get it done. Alright, we're going to start this funnel over here. I'm going to use 2 dragons on this side. They're going to kind of split off in different directions there. And then my king can go right here and he can work down this side without luring the CC. And I don't really need to wait too long. Let's go ahead and get the quakes here. Oh, we got the dragon coming out already. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go a little bit heavy right there on dragons. And then we'll drop the rage spell right there. Perfect. Okay. So, balloons right there. They're going to take out that Tesla. We'll drop the haste right there. They might go over to that archer tower. They kind of split, so that works. Alright. And that's triple. Let's see. We got 1 archer tower left. Dragons are working through the cannons over there. Bomb tower just went down. Not that that matters at all. I've got a whole lot of dragons still up. So, let's go ahead and speed up the rest of this attack. And that'll be a wrap for this video. And there we have it, 3 stars in war. With the Hog Rider video the other day, and then this video, those are the 2 best strategies you should work on at Town Hall 8. You can also use rage spells with dragons. That'll work fine if that's your preference. The Zapquake is just happens to be my preference. I also don't have lightning spells fully maxed out. I didn't even realize that. But So with the lower level lightning spells, I'm still able to do the Zap Quake successfully. Now I'm wondering if the Earthquake spell's even maxed. It's not, so I've got lower level lightning, lower level Earthquake, and I'm still taking out max level air defenses. I'm not sure if I can do it without the Quake, because I know the lightning was buffed since I was Town Hall 8. So that would be something to do some testing with. I might even do some testing with it myself once my lightning spells are upgraded. So if anybody wants to know about that, remind me down in the comments so that I can mention that later on when I do some testing. But that is going to be a wrap for this video. Let me know if you have any questions at all about this attack or other attacks for Town Hall 8 or anything else really, and I will respond to you. Also, if you want to enter in any of my monthly giveaways, I do those in my Discord channel, which is also linked below. And if you guys liked it, be sure to give that thumbs up, and if you want to see more, be sure to click that subscribe button. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you all next time.